How you doing, guys? TG Thunders here, going to bring you a nice little domination gameplay on the map Arcaden. I'm going to be using the P90 with silencer, and this is going to be a great gameplay. I'm going to tell you about. It's going to be in the background to entertain you guys while you watch, but pretty much I'm going to start off by explaining the perks and the pluses and minuses of the P90. This, excuse me, has been one of the best guns I've ever used in my life. Honestly, people say, AK-47 is amazing, all these other guns, the ACR, and yeah, they are good, but this is a great weapon. And I was watching some guys, Extras and White Boy 7th Street and Woody's Gamer Tag, and yeah, I followed them very closely, and I was just watching what they had to say on this weapon, and they said it was. People were arguing, and they were saying how it's the best Russian class. This is the best Russian weapon, primary weapon that you can have. And I thought for a minute, and I'm like, you know what, it does. It does seem like the best, and I'm going to tell you why in a second. But then they started, as the months went on and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 continued, they found the MP7, and then they said that that was the best watching weapon. So anyway, I'm just going to get to that video soon, the MP7. That's going to come out in the future. But for now, I'm going to focus on the P90. And this is a submachine gun, and it has, I'm going to go with the pros of this weapon. So first of all is obviously the power, and this is embarrassing right there. I'm going to go with the power of the submachine gun of this weapon is good, because obviously submachine gun is supposed to be very powerful, and that is the main focus that I think that's important. Quick kills, you're going to be able to rush and spray them down quickly with the instant kills that the P90 has. From a distance, you're going to have a little bit more trouble coming up with some excellent kills, because of the fact that the range on these submachine guns is not as good as other weapons that you're going to see. So, yeah, that's the biggest. That's a plus. Another thing that I gotta say is that the biggest plus I'd say is the magazine. It's so big. You have 100 bullets, and the mag is so huge that you can just jump into any situation. Let's say the enemy's capping C, and you want to jump in there and cap C. You can pretty much just spray from the hip, or just aim down your sights and just pick them all off. And you're not going to run out of mags until you shoot for. I could literally shoot for like 10 seconds, or 5, 7 seconds, and it wouldn't run out. That's pretty impressive, and I think it's a big plus to have, because in tight situations you're going to need to do that. And so anyway, as I was saying before, um, let's say you're playing. What I would recommend is to play domination with a weapon like this. Team Defender is also a good one, and the biggest one is Drop Zone. If you like Drop Zone, you should definitely play with the P90, because you're going to encounter. You know how everybody gangs up in Drop Zone? I'm going to make a video of that. Everybody gangs up on the red zone and get the care package, and you're going to see a lot of different people from the enemy team there, just camping there and trying to catch people off guard. You just jump in there and start spraying them down. If you were like with an ACR, first of all, it's not as powerful. And second of all, it doesn't have, the magazine isn't as big, so you're going to obviously run out of bullets faster if you end up successfully spraying them down, and you're going to have to reload. And once you reload, you know you're pretty much done. They're going to kill you. If they're actually decent players, they're going to realize it, and they're going to capitalize. So you're going to have to take your opportunity as you got it. So pretty much that's what I got to say about that. Those are pretty much the pros of the weapon. It looks great in gold, by the way. It took me about a month playing with it. I don't play as much as I should, but I'm definitely going to start playing more over the summer, which will be a great time. But anyway, yeah, the gold looks really good. Any camo looks pretty nice. Sexy gold. So anyway, going back to, let's go to the cons now. This was stupid. I don't even know why I rushed the A flag. Two people right there. Anyway, so the cons. Obviously, since it's a machine gun, it's going to have a short range, which is a problem with this weapon, because you're not going to want to, if you see someone from very far away, this is a nice Predator missile kill right there. But if you see anyone that's really far away from you, you're probably going to want to stay away from that, because of you don't have much long range on that weapon. So I definitely refrain from trying to kill people from a distance. Wait till if you see someone, take cover and try to run around the map to a different area of the map, so you can be more successful with killing. That's a big con, and that's pretty much all I can say for it. The other one, the biggest con is it's a nice little knife right there. Another big, huge con is the fact that you cannot. The recoil is pretty bad, and this is a good lucky kill. Another con is the recoil. I'm using kick on this weapon with a silencer. So there have been rumors in the past that, and I mean, you can leave it in the comments if you can tell me which one is, what if it's right, that the P90, I mean, sorry, a silencer makes it more accurate. I don't think that's true. I know it reduces the range, but I don't think it makes the gun more accurate itself. I'll have to check up on that. But anyway, as I was saying before, you also have the ability. I mean, you don't have much of an ability to aim properly. That's why close range is so much easier. Get the quick kill, aim down, like right there. That's about the distance that you should be going. Sorry, it's the bathroom. Anyway, this is a good example of how you get sprayed from the hip, get a little kill there. And as I was saying before, though, um, I don't know how I got killed there. But I mean, the recoil is great if you're spraying from a distance. And here's another great predator missile. Oh, kill the defender, saving the A fly at C fly like a champion. But as I was saying, like you can't really go from a distance, so you're gonna definitely want to. I put kick on it, and that really helps. If you don't have kick, I find it very very difficult to control. But if you can do it, go for it. It's definitely not going to be a problem. If you're playing on a map like Dome, you should have no problem at all using kick. I wouldn't waste it on a map like Dome, but on a map like this, I think it's good. Kick is very 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 important. That for me at least, because I like to be very accurate in my kills. I keep getting killed when I get this predator missile. You know, I'm rushing the flags, trying to help the team out, and this is extremely embarrassing predator missile. Look at this, I got no kills, and who knows? That could have cost me a Reaper or something. I have no idea. But yeah. So if I had to rank submachine guns, it'd be the best is that MP7, second is P90, and then third is the PP90 M1. That's the top three, I think. PP90 M1 is very very good. And I'm gonna get to that one in a different video. I don't use that gun as much. I'm more of a MP7, ACR, and P90 kind of guy, but I'm definitely trying to mix it up for you guys, get some more good gameplays and with different weapons because I know you guys like to see that. I'm not gonna stick with the same weapons, but yeah, I got a lot of P90 gameplays racked up. This is especially good. Some of the good maps that this is on is Arcaden for the P90. Bakara is a good map for it, and Dome I think is the best one for obviously for any submachine gun. You're gonna want a map that is very close range, has very close range kills, so you can get the quick kills and yeah. But the good thing about this weapon as well is that you don't really need Scavenger Pro for it. When I'm pretty much playing, I'd never have to use Scavenger Pro because of the fact that I don't know. I just don't find myself using as many bullets with this weapon because it's such a quick kill, and the magazine is so large. I don't need to reload as much, so it's very very useful. And what are the perks I'd recommend for this are um, first perk would be Sleight of Hand Pro. I like to have the quick reload with this weapon because you're trying to be aggressive. This is a perfect rushing weapon, by the way. If you want to rush, I think it's one of the best, second best out of all of them. So you definitely want to use Sleight of Hand Pro. If you're playing defensively, I would probably go for the Scavenger Pro or something like that, more defensive. Second perk, I'd use Quick Draw Pro because Quick Draw Pro allows you to zoom in quicker, which will make the kill faster if you lock them on quicker. Because a lot of people I know don't use that one. I always run Hardline Pro, so I mean this weapon zooms in pretty quickly, but just to almost ensure the kill, you could put it on unless you're aiming from the hip. And third would be I've heard people use Marksman, but definitely wouldn't use that one. Third would be Steady Aim Pro. You're going to be firing from the hip a lot with this weapon. If you rush, I mean, let's say you're going to domination and you're rushing a C flag, yeah, you're definitely going to want to use the firing from the hip because it's very, very effective. So that's pretty much what I got to say right there. Those are the three perks. So once again, I'm going to repeat it. You're going to want to use, for at least what I think, my opinion, Sleight of Hand Pro, Quick Draw Pro, and Steady Aim Pro. And that's what I think would be best for a rushing class, because you're not going to have much time to reload. You're not going to have much time. You're going to want to be able to use Quick Draw Pro to get the quick kills, because it's very important, because of the fact that you just don't want to have to waste your time reloading, and you don't have to worry about losing gunfights, which is very important, because with Quick Draw Pro, you zoom in faster, you're going to hit that guy first with the bullets, which is 1 or 2 bolts can do the difference for a gunfight, a close gunfight. Here I pick up this really bad gun, and I switch to my akimbo weapons. Um, and these FMG9s are really good, and I'm going to talk about that in future videos as well. It's going to be, I'm definitely looking more forward to talking about those anyway. But yeah, as I was saying, you really gotta get your priorities straight if you're gonna rush. I mean, you have to be confident. You have to have the right perks. You gotta set it up so you